Once upon a time, in a small and charming town, two sweet twin sisters were born. From the moment Sophie and Lily, the newest members of the town, came into the world, all eyes were on them. Their family and neighbors lined up to see these two beautiful babies. But there was one thing everyone noticed. Sophie and Lily looked so much alike that it was almost impossible to tell them apart. Throughout their baby years, the similarity caused joyful confusion within the family. Is Sophie crying or Lily? Which one did we feed, and which one did we put to bed? These were questions their parents often asked. One day, as their mother lovingly stroked the baby in the bed to wake her up, she paused for a moment, because the baby waking up wasn't Sophie but Lily. Such sweet mix-ups led to laughter and little jokes in the house. As Sophie and Lily grew older, their resemblance became even more striking. During their childhood, as they ran through the town streets playing games, everyone continued to mix them up. Neighbors would often ask while playing hide-and-seek in the park, which one is Sophie and which one is Lily? The twins, however, enjoyed this very much because they loved switching places and confusing their friends and neighbors. It became their favorite game. These years, filled with joyful confusion, only strengthened the bond between Sophie and Lily. They became each other's best friend, and it was as if they could read each other's thoughts. Sophie would start a sentence, and Lily would finish it. When Lily laughed at something, Sophie would laugh in the same way. The unique harmony between them was admired by the townspeople. Whenever someone said, "The twins are coming," smiles would appear on everyone's faces, and all eyes would look for them. But this similarity also brought a challenge. They were constantly being mistaken for each other. Their family, neighbors, and friends found it difficult to tell them apart. Only those who looked very closely could notice a tiny mole on the back of Lily's right hand. This small mole was the only clue that helped differentiate the twins, but it was such a tiny detail that it often went unnoticed, and the mystery of who is Sophie and who is Lily remained unsolved. Over time, the twins began to enjoy the mix-ups. Being mistaken for each other became a fun game for them. However, when school time came, this playful confusion gave way to a bit of anxiety. On the first day of school, Sophie and Lily stepped into the classroom. As soon as they entered, their teacher and classmates stared at them in surprise. Everyone had the same question on their minds. Which one is Sophie and which one is Lily? No one in the class could tell them apart, and this quickly led to chaos. Sophie and Lily soon grew tired of not only their family, but also their classmates and teacher mixing them up. What was fun at home became bothersome at school. The twins realized they needed to find a solution. Frustrated with constantly being mistaken for one another, Sophie and Lily decided to play a little game with their classmates and teacher. The next day, they came to school wearing matching outfits in the same color and style. But this time, they had a different plan in mind. Once the game began, Sophie and Lily hid around the classroom, planning to surprise their friends. They quickly switched places in different corners of the room, so no one could find them. Whenever their classmates or teacher thought they had figured out who was who, Sophie and Lily would immediately switch places again, creating even more confusion. The game brought great excitement and laughter to the classroom. Everyone had fun trying to figure out which one was Sophie and which was Lily. But at the end of the game, Sophie and Lily wanted to bring the fun to a meaningful conclusion. Standing in the middle of the classroom, they gathered everyone's attention. Lily calmly raised her hand, showing the tiny mole on her skin, and with a smile said, "I'm Lily." This small but effective gesture made their classmates and teacher realize how easy it was to tell them apart all along. By the end of the game, the confusion in the classroom was replaced by happy understanding. After that, everything in the classroom became calmer and more organized. Sophie and Lily no longer had to play games to explain who they were. The little game had not only been fun, but it also made them more special and beloved individuals in the eyes of their classmates. Now everyone knew how cheerful Sophie was and how thoughtful Lily could be. Their classmates and teacher easily distinguished between them, and no one ever mixed them up again. As the tale of Who Am I comes to an end, the twins continued their school life feeling more comfortable and happy, no longer bothered by the confusion of their identities.